How you doing, beautiful? Wait a minute.
Hello.
It's California. What's going on, gorgeous? Where you been?
How are you?
Where you been?
Busy
You
with
ain't popped in a while. You ain't come to none of my California lectures either. I'm gonna get you.
busy with children.
I
I've
feel you.
been wanting to contact you for the last 2 weeks or so. I'm having an issue with my daughter's school, her charter school.
Charter school. What grade she in?
Sixth grade.
Six?
Sixth grade,
What's
yes.
going on?
Huh?
What's going on with her?
So I don't even know where to start. So she's been having pretty much anxiety,
Okay.
and she's been having to stay home because she just doesn't want to go to school. She's having a lot of school refusal. And the
Anxiety for
school,
what? Bullying? What's going on?
not bullying.
The
She
teacher too mean?
she says there are a couple of teachers that are mean that she doesn't like. But they're not taking that too seriously. They're just saying, oh, the teachers are just, they have to be strict. They have to kind of go along with what needs to be done in the school because of all the other students. But she's on the spectrum, and she does not like people talking too harshly, too hard to her.
Mhm.
So they're basically saying, oh, well, she has to learn how to deal with it,
No, no, no.
right?
Question. These teachers, the teachers are white? What's the racial
They're
the te-
mostly black women.
mostly black. Mostly
With
black. And the students are mostly black. But your daughter,
and black and Hispanic.
black and Hispanic, your daughter is on the autistic spectrum.
Yes.
So you need to write a letter to the principal and request a 504 plan meeting. You want your daughter to have a 504 plan. And on the 504 plan,
Uh-huh.
okay, you you want her. Who does your daughter like the most? Adults in that school? Is there somebody she kind of gravitates to? A teacher, staff member?
No, staff members usually. Because my son used to go there. So there's a couple, it's mostly women.
Okay.
Mostly women in the school that runs the school. So it's just a couple staff members she feels comfortable talking to. So
Okay.
I'm not quite familiar with 504s. I know about the IEPs, but like, what does that entail? The 504.
The difference between the 504, well, first of all, both of them are federal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both required by law.
Right.
IEP is a modified curriculum
Mm-hmm.
for children with learning problems.
Right.
Your daughter should only have an IEP if she has trouble learning in the regular class. It
Right.
sounds like your daughter can learn as well as the other children, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So,
But she also has ADHD.
well,
So
ADHD exists. But anyway,
I know you don't.
yeah, ADHD, we ain't even talking about that. But,
All right.
but, you could put ADHD on a 504 as well.
Okay.
But I'm thinking you should only put autism on the 504 because if you put ADHD on the 504, I'm wondering if they're going to try to twist your arm to put her on medication. So I think it's best not to mention ADHD. Leave that alone. You follow me? Leave
Yes.
that
The
alone.
doctor
Let
already.
the autism. Now, here's the thing. I want you to brainstorm all of the modifications that you want them to make, accommodations
Accommodations.
that
Yeah.
you want them to concede to your daughter during the school day. So if you think she needs regular breaks,
Yes,
if
she has
you need
that.
her time to take her tests,
She
if
has
she needs
that.
her tests in a different room,
Mm-hmm.
if there's a certain staff member she should meet with when she gets overwhelmed. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what I specifically want you to think about?
Mm-hmm.
How do you want them to communicate dissatisfaction to your daughter? Because she's autistic,
Yeah.
they cannot come at her the way they come at the other children. You understand?
Right.
She's protected by the 504 for her autism. So you have to think about maybe they don't voice their dissatisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they give it to you and you voice it. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe there's one teacher that all the other teachers communicate their dissatisfaction to, and she meets with your daughter once or twice a day and she voices it. You
Okay.
feel me? But the way they're talking to her as a child with autism, I would argue, constitutes a form of discrimination against her on the basis of disability.
I just don't know how to go about. I
No,
hear
no,
you now and I understand what you're
this
saying.
is what
I
you're
have
gonna
a meeting tomorrow.
do. If you had a meeting tomorrow,
I have one
I
tomorrow.
did this live, we would have never talked. So why didn't I hear from you before
I
today?
know. Oh my God. Because I've been dealing with my son's IEP as well. And then all this stuff with my daughter. So now, because she's been out of school for about 12 days, because she
Why would
just,
wait? Stop.
I
Why would
know,
you have to go for 12 days? Why?
I know. So we're
Why?
in that danger zone of,
But why? Why was she out for 12 days?
because she was having meltdowns. She was having nightmares, not wanting to go to school.
And so you decided to keep her out.
Yes.
Don't do that. They'll get them truancy people on you.
Already went to a meeting.
Nah. What you have to do, listen, whenever a child has a disability, you exploit that disability to protect your child. Do you hear what I'm telling you?
I hear you.
If your daughter is on the spectrum, you ain't got to pull her out of school. You ain't got to do none of that. Exploit the autism to protect your baby.
But she has not been wanting to go to school. She's been crying. She's been having meltdowns. This is what I'm telling them. I'm telling them she's having issues, right? Yeah. So what should I do? I can't make her go to school. She's back in school now. She's back in school now because I know I'm in that little danger zone with the truancy.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You think your daughter needs a one-to-one aid in the classroom. That goes on their IEP. Excuse me.
But they've been refusing that.
They can't. No, this is what you do. She's never had a 504, correct?
Just IEP.
Your meeting tomorrow is about what exactly?
About increasing her accommodations for counseling, and I have a regional center representative that's going to be in the meeting that is going to talk about.
IEP, correct? She no longer has the IEP. She no longer has the IEP.
I can hear you.
Your daughter no longer has the IEP. No more.
She does. She does.
You told me she didn't have an IEP no more.
I said she has an IEP. That's why I have the meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if she has the IEP. Okay. Something you need to think about. You can get an additional 504. She can have both. Do you understand me?
Yes.
She can have both. I think you should get both. Because with the 504, if they violate your daughter's rights, meaning they discriminate against her on the basis of her autism, you could sue them in court for money. You follow me? 504, you go straight to court. IEP, you got to go through due process.
Yes.
So I would request a 504 meeting. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. A couple things, because she still got the IEP. Number one, does your daughter need to go to an approved private school for autistic kids?
That's a thing?
Yes.
But
she may not need it, though. Stay with me. She may not. I want to give it to her if she don't need it. That's one thing I want you to think about. Second thing I want you to think about. Okay, you voluntarily kept her out for 10 days. The IEP team should have sent a special ed teacher out to the house to provide your daughter with homebound instruction. You follow?
I asked about that.
What did they say?
I asked them about that. They said no because she wasn't in school and it was my keeper.
They're wrong. They're wrong because she has autism. Autism is a communications disability. She was overwhelmed and anxious. That's her disability. They should have provided her with at-home instruction.
Even through the charter school? Because, you know, there's rules.
No, charter schools are public schools. They have to do the same thing that the public school does.
I'm so overwhelmed and I'm so nervous for this meeting tomorrow because they are denying everything.
That you didn't hit me up before the day. I'm pulling all your things
myself. Myself.
Okay.
I really am because
this is what you're gonna do. Listen. Can you reschedule that meeting? Or you
24.
got tomorrow.
Well,
You got
tomorrow.
choices. You got two choices. Go, don't sign anything.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to me when it's over. So we come up with the plan of action. So that's one. Go, collect everything, sign nothing, but get as much as you can.
Like her. I think you were asking. I remember the last time I asked you what paperwork you needed.
Yes.
The was it the evaluations you needed or
The evaluation.
okay?
But you're not questioning her autism.
No.
Your issue is the quality of service she's
Yeah.
getting. Okay, which is an IEP issue.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a lot of questions. It's a
No,
lot.
no, 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 no. I'm not overwhelmed.
I am.
I got you. Which is why we should have had a conversation. So I'm going to put you on a poster for this is what black parents need not do. I'm just picking with you. But I think you should push it back.
Okay.
But if you want to go, don't sign. Now, the advocate that's going with you,
Yes.
are they following your lead or are you following their lead? Who's in charge?
They're following my lead because of what I've reported to them, and they're going to see if we can try to get her a one-on-one. But they've been denying a BII service to my daughter for the longest.
What's BNI service?
BII.
What's that?
That is a one-on-one person, just
Tell
for
me
her.
what II stands for. What's the
The
acronym?
behavioral interventional something, I forgot.
Okay, that's
But
what they put
yeah,
over there. Got you.
yeah.
Did you ever put it in writing
Mm-hmm.
that you wanted that one-on-one? Did you write a letter to the
Yeah.
principal?
Yes, I document everything. Not to the principal, to the head of the IEP team.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you
coordinator.
had it on paper
Yes,
that you requested a one-on-one.
yes. I've
How
requested
did they,
also in every meeting
how did they notify you of their refusal? Of the
that
one,
she said that again.
how did they let you know they were not going to give her the one-on-one? Did they send you an
They
email?
let me know through her evaluation that they've done the social emotional stuff that it seemed like she doesn't need it.
Nah. She clearly needs it because you had to keep her home. Do you feel me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She clearly needs it. So you got to bring
She
that back.
self-harms. And she self-harms.
And she also needs a therapist. You got to get her a therapist.
Yeah.
Not the school. She got
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch that because that's serious. Now, here's the thing. Well, wait, let me step back. Is there something deeper going on with her because of the self-harm? Or is this only...
It feels like she can't express herself and she gets anxious and she just scratches herself until she bleeds.
How long the therapist been working with her?
About 2 months. Because it's been very hard to get her therapy outside of school. Because these places are like overcapacitated, like they're inundated with so many people with mental health issues, and especially children. It's hard to get a therapist.
You don't want to use the agencies. Get you a private black psychologist out there.
It's hard to find black psychologists.
That's who it is?
It's hard to find black psychologists.
I'll get you one. Text me. The Association of Black Psychologists is based in LA. It's based out there. That's where it was founded at.
Yes.
Y'all have them all out there. I can help you find one of them. But here's what we need to do. You need to put together a letter with all your concerns. That's number one. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You need to put together a letter with all your concerns. I requested this. I did not get it. I had to keep my daughter home for 12 days. Y'all didn't offer me homebound instruction. They are denying your daughter FAPE. Her free and appropriate education is being denied. They probably owe your daughter compensatory education, which means they have to pay you for all the days she wasn't being educated. You have a lot. There's a lot they owe you. I just wish I could have helped you plan better for the meeting, but that's okay. Don't sign anything. Don't agree to anything. Just say, I'm going to take it home, think about it, and let y'all know. I really wish you could reschedule it, though, and do your letter. So now they know what we're going to talk about when you get there. You feel me?
Right.
But when you go to the meeting, it's 3 things I want you to bring up. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3. Number 1. My daughter needs a one-to-one aid.
Yes.
Are you guys denying it or are y'all going to give it to her? It's clear she needs it. That's number 1. Number 2, why hasn't my daughter been offered homebound instruction since y'all know I was keeping her home due to her anxiety? That's number 2.
About that. They said they don't. That was my choice.
Well, yeah, if you took her out, it's not on them. because you took
Right.
her. But do you have it in writing while she was home that you asked them to come and provide the home
I
base?
actually asked them that yesterday because I had to go to the truancy meeting, and I asked about all of that.
But yesterday
Is
was
there
the first day
anything
you
that
asked.
provided while my daughter was at home, like work she could have done on a computer, workbooks, different things like that? They said no. Well, you decided to keep her out, and she wasn't in school, so all of the work was based from in class work.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have anything on.
Here's the thing. They have to give her a one-on-one to see if that does the trick. If that doesn't do the trick, we got to look at approved private school for autism.
Okay.
We got to look at homebound instruction. You also have to consider whether you need to take her out that school altogether.
That's what I was planning on doing. I was going to put her in K-12.
That school to the neighborhood school.
To the neighborhood schools?
Yes. How would you compare that charter school to the neighborhood?
No.
No.
I wouldn't put her in the neighborhood schools.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think she can handle being.
Because your daughter has an IEP, does she get pulled out at all to work with the special ed teacher? How often?
She gets for speech. She gets for what's the other one?
Autism support.
Huh?
Support with the special ed teacher. How often is she pulled out by the special ed teacher for autistic support?
Oh, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's like her last period to like catch up with the rest of her classes to make sure she's following along. And
good enough, because if she's diagnosed with autism, they're supposed to be helping her work on her communication skills. That is not for catch up. You follow what I'm saying?
right.
Autistic support means you get support for your autism. It's not homework club. They're using it for homework club. First of all, she shouldn't be meeting with the special ed teacher at the end of the day, school over. It should be sometime in the middle of the day so she can apply some of what she learned in class after she meets with the special ed teacher. So now we got to look at the IEP and see what are the goals on her IEP for autism. I honestly think you have the case. I think you have the case.
I guess it's a lot more.
Charter school. Question is, what does your daughter need? What does your daughter need to be successful? That's what I need you to meditate on overnight tonight. The best world for your daughter would be what? I want you to Google private special education schools in Los Angeles County. See what special ed schools y'all have. Go on their website. See if any of them look like they would be a good place for your daughter, right? We don't want her there long term. Maybe just for 1 year, mostly, because you could request that her placement be changed from the charter school to the private school.
And they would not give me that information.
They're not going to
bring that information
because
to them.
charter schools don't want to spend no extra money.
Exactly.
I'm not going to give you that. That's why I'm here.
Right.
So.
Okay. I hear you. And I've been wanting, like I said, I've been wanting to contact you, but I've been dealing with my son's IEP as well because they're denying him
I got
distance learning.
You might got them the due process with the state of California.
Yeah.
But this is what you do tomorrow. This is how you use tomorrow's meeting. Bring up all your concerns and see what they say. You feel me?
Yes.
118, bring up private school, bring up homebound instruction. Those are 3 things you need to bring up.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? Bring them up.
Yes.
Now, here's another question. Do you have a third person you can take along with you and the advocate who can write down the responses that the school team gives? You need somebody who can take notes because you're going to do a follow-up letter. You and I are going to do a follow-up letter after tomorrow's meeting. We got to be able to quote them.
Oh, the advocate is going to do that. The advocate is going to do that. She's gonna be doing.
What, you met her before?
No, I've talked to her many times on the phone. Well, since the last week. Do I need to ask her that? That's what you're telling me? Ask her to take the notes?
You need a third person. Do you got a girlfriend, a cousin, a sister, somebody else who can go with you tomorrow?
No, it's via Zoom. So.
Oh, so you can record it?
Yes. Well, no, I have to request the recording 24 hours ahead of time.
No. Don't you know how to screen record on your phone? You just screen. Nobody's going to know you did. Because after you record it, you're going to go back, right?
Just for reference,
This
yes.
out is just a reference. So you can include some of the quotes in your letter.
Yes, yes, yes,
They
yes.
don't play by no rules. We ain't playing by no damn rules. Nobody's going to know you screen recorded. You're only screen recording so you can capture some of the quotes that they give you. So when we do your follow-up letter, it's thorough.
I hear you.
Such said, because they're going to say some illegal shit. Do you feel me?
Yes.
I promise they're going to say some illegal shit because that's what they do. Lazy blacks. We got them. Screen record the shit.
Okay.
Okay? And then we got to do the follow-up letter because you might be taking them to due process. I didn't know it was
thinking. That's why I have the.
Now that I know it's virtual, you're going to ask as much as you can. You feel me?
Yes.
And then I'm going to watch it. And once I watch it, I'm going to see all the shit they didn't say that's going to go in your letter, and we got them. You feel me?
Everybody's telling me take notes. That I have so many questions. And I have so many notes that I already written down that I need to ask. I know. I've been.
The meeting.
Yes, I'm going to screen record it.
Question.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
After the meeting is over, we talk about it.
I'm going to screen record it.
All right. I'm glad it's virtual because you get to capture it.
Mm-hmm.
If it was in person, you needed to have somebody else there. So you're good. You're good. Screen record.
I'm not going with whatever they tell me. I don't play like that with my kids.
Remember, the purpose of your questions.
Chat.
The purpose of your questions is to get them to admit their guilt. We want to say what they feel, which I know is going to be against the law. Do you feel where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I know.
So you want them talking, ask them stuff, one-on-one, homebound. I don't think the IEP is appropriate. What other options do we have? Do you feel me? Throw out anything, throw out all that, because we want them to talk, because that's going to help us with the letter.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's tomorrow, so I've been preparing myself, so.
You're good, but this is what you should do. You should brainstorm some questions, like 10 of them that you need to ask. You feel me? And I might tell you to add a few more to it, because I want them to say things that traps them. You understand me?
I hear you.
So that's the goal. You're fine because they broke already a lot of laws and rules and policies and provisions. So here's where I'm not clear at. And you have to help me on this because I haven't met your princess. What would be the best thing for her? Because our letter is going to end with what you want. Do you feel?
Yes.
So you really think about what you want. Do you want her at a private school for a year? Do you want her at do you want her to get some homebound? Do you just want to try the one-on-one aid for right now? Really think about what she needs. We got to be clear on what we want. You never don't want to know the solution. You got to have your solution. You never leave it up to them to give you the solution.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we straight, right? Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to really, really push for the one-on-one since she's back in school because I don't want her harming herself.
Push for it.
Yeah.
But this will also do. The one-on-one, ask them, has this person been trained? Because you just can't grab somebody off the street. They need to have been trained on one-on-one techniques, working with children. What training, what professional development has the proposed one-on-one aid for my child received? Ask them. That's one of your questions.
Okay.
You feel me? So get me to 10 about what I said, 10 o'clock in the morning your time. If you do it tonight, send it to me tonight.
I'll do it tonight because I'm still working on some stuff right now.
Okay, send it to me tonight. And just screen record.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you.
Okay, Queen. Keep me posted. And cheer up. Get that look off your face. It's going to be okay. You got this. Trust me. You got this. They've already done a lot of things wrong. You got this. Questions, screen record, and then we're going to do the follow-up letter. Where we come in, the follow-up letter is what's going to matter most because you're going to decide if that letter is going to that school or if you want to take them to due process with the state of California. You feel me?
I've been to due process. It wasn't fun with my son. So
right, but
nerve-wracking. So I want to find a solution before we get there.
Listen to me. Let me share this with you. School teams get the best of us because they can read that our energy is already defeated. Listen to me, baby. Don't you get on that live.
I'm better than this on live with them. Believe me, I'm better than this. I'm just very nervous right now, actually talking to you and dealing with the whole thing. This is not my energy when I'm with them. I'm not. No.
You never let them see you sweat ever.
No.
Never crack. All right.
Just
Never. They look for that. They look for that. You feel me? They try to break our mothers down. So you get so tired of fighting that you just throw in the towel.
I'm never fighting. That's one thing I think they understand. I'm never gonna stop.
Gotcha.
So thank you.
No problem. I'm gonna look for the question.
So thank you.
No problem. All right.
Bye.